So maximizing the potential of Central African Republic market under the AfCFTA. Remember, AfCFTA is the African Continental Free Trade Area or African Continental Free Trade Agreement. African Continental Free Trade Area or African Continental Free Trade Agreement. This program is an initiative of Three Thinkers Trade Academy. Is a free seminar we call Import-Export Helpline. It used to be on radio, but now we move it on to social media. We are streaming live on Facebook, facebook.com/Three Thinkers Trade Academy, and of course, now directly on Zoom. So today we are looking at this country called the Central African Republic. And as you look at the map, you can see that this country has Chad, Sudan and South Sudan, Democratic Republic of Congo, and Republic of Congo, together with Cameroon as neighbors. The capital is Bangui, a country that is among the 16 or 15 landlocked countries in Africa. Central African Republic is a low-income country. It's a low-income country. When you hear about low-income country, what exactly does that mean? A low-income country is a country where you have people earning below $1,000 per annum. That's the average person in that country earning below $1,000 per annum. That means majority of people in that country are living around $1,000 per annum, $1,026 actually. The lower middle income countries between $1,026 to $3,955 averagely. Upper middle is between $3,956 to $12,475, and above $12,475 is the high income country. Is the high income country. So this country is in sub-Saharan Africa, and the population is just about 4.6 million. In terms of ease of doing business, this country ranked very low, 184, scoring 35.6%. 184 scoring 35.6%. You can see in all the indices, this country scored very, very low. Very, very low. This is the challenge of the African country. This is the challenge of the African nations. This is the challenge that we have to contend with in Africa. This is the challenge that we have to contend with in Africa. This particular country is very small. Let's look at the economic snapshot of this country. It's a landlocked country, Central African country, north of DRC Congo, west of Sudan and South Sudan. This country is 90% Christian, so predominantly a Christian nation. Remember the implication of that. Estimated to be about 6 million people, July 2020. The official language is French. And their Greek products, cotton, coffee, tobacco, cassava, yam millet, corn, banana, and timber, being the major agri-product produced from this country. And the industries include gold and diamond mining, from which they earn a lot of income, logging, felling trees, wood. Brewing, that's for beer and malt. And sugar refinery, sugar refining. These are the major industry that you'll find in this country. It's a low-income country. The GDP of that country is just 2.2 billion naira. I mean dollars, sorry. 2.2 billion. Very small. You know, there's some market in Africa that you can see catching on because, I mean, 6 million is a lot of people. 6 million is a lot of population, but the GDP size small. Now, you know, to lay credence to, you know, today I was on interview. I was on interview with Nancy on his morning line show on AIT, and we're discussing this issue of AfCFTA. And I was talking about this particular household consumption, just trying to educate Nigerian businesses on what should be our interest, the strategy we must deploy to win in AfCFTA. And you know what? Just look at this. 95% of the consumption component of the GDP of this country is household consumption. 95%. 95%. You know, the more I go through this data, the more I understand why we are where we are in Africa. The more I know what we need to do also to probably get out of this mess. The people in this country are basically living for survival. Basically living for survival. You can see that the GNI per capita is 1,060. Far below. I mean, this is why they are categorized as low-income country. GDP composition, agri 43%, services 40%, industry 16%. And it might interest you to know also that about 60% of this country is below 24 years. You know, you will constantly see a strong correlation between the income of a people and the level of young population, young people within the population. Income of a people and the level of young people within the population. Because it's a low-income country, unemployment is very high, people don't have much doing, the only work available is making babies. Making babies. So you see a situation where, and that's an advantage for Africa actually. You know, everything in life have its own good and bad part. Everybody wants developed country, but developed country come with its baggage. The reason why a number of our people are trooping into Europe, North America, US and Canada and Australia, UK, is because those countries are looking for immigrants with skill to grow their economy, because their own people are not giving birth again, either because they are not marrying, they are too busy, they are fully engaged, no time to marry, no time to have kids. Some marry without kids, just choose not to have kids. It's interesting in Africa that people will kill themselves because they have delay in childbearing. And in some other environment, they don't even want to have kids. You know, isn't it amazing the way we think as human beings? But besides that, the growing LGBTQI, gay rights, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex. I mean, So much issues around sexual orientation. That's also contributing a lot. That's the baggage, one of the baggage of developed nations. So all that is making them to have aging population. But here, we've not arrived there. We are working and racing towards development, which is good for us, but it's also a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword. All right, let's move on. This is just emphasizing what I just showed you with 39.9 being below 15 years. But this one is categorizing it as 15 to 29. So below 29 years is almost 70% of this country. 70% of this country. Remember the question I ask every week? Are you thinking of exporting? Can you export the item in question? Is there a high demand for your product or service? Do you have a compelling value proposition? Do you understand your target market? Can you meet the market price expectation? Do you have a distribution and marketing plan? Do you have the capacity and capability to export? Have you investigated payment issue in that country? Can you fund your export drive? Have you completed your export plan? So when we discuss on this platform every week, what we basically are doing is to answer some of these questions or attempt to help you to answer some of these questions or give you a clue on how to answer some of these questions in order to be able to take advantage of the AfCFTA. One of the reasons why we are doing this program is actually because we strongly believe at Treaty Imperial Trade Academy that trade is a very strong tool. That trade is a very, very, very strong tool to help us achieve the sustainable development goal. Goal 1, goal 2, and goal 10. No poverty, no hunger, and reduce inequality. And that if nations can trade well enough, we will be able to take advantage of AfCFTA. And if Africa trade together, then we are on our way to development. In 2018, CAR, Central African Republic, was the 178th economy in the world in terms of GDP, number 189 in total export, and number 195 in total import. In 2018, CAR exported $99.4 million, oh my God, and imported $213 million, oh my God, with a deficit of about $113 million, oh my God. This country, in terms of trade, is nowhere, despite the opportunity, the potential. Top exports of CAR are rough wood, diamond, sunwood, raw cotton, gold. Top imports include refined petroleum, broadcasting equipment, packaged drugs, edible preparation, and trucks. The destination of export: China, UAE, India, Belgium, Luxembourg, Portugal, and the source of import: France, India, China, Belgium, Luxembourg, and Italy.